Hey, I'm TJ Schwenke. Welcome to Outdoor Quest TV. Today, we're headed for Argentina. Now, when a lot of people think about hunting in Argentina, they think about doves and they think about waterfowl. But we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be hunting big game. We're going to be hunting with Casapampa, and their ranch offers some of the best free-range opportunities for big game in Argentina. Now, to keep things simple, we're going to be hunting with one rifle, and we're going to be taking this 7-ram mag with us, and we need a bullet that's going to be able to handle all the way down to the tiny Blackbuck, all the way up to a 2,000-pound water buffalo. So we're going to be shooting Hornaday's GMX today, and it's one of the new monometal bullets. And for people who have a sour taste in their mouth about monometals, some of the earlier ones did have a lot of problems. They had pressure problems, fouling problems, expansion problems. But I kind of look at the GMX as the new generation of monometals. Now, a couple of the really unique things about it is it's not a 100% copper bullet. It's made from gilding metal, and that's the same metal that any jacketed bullet has around it. So fouling is a lot less of an issue with it. And it's also got a couple cantilures or grooves cut into it, which helps further reduce that fouling. And it also reduces some of the pressure problems that other monometals have. Now, one thing you'll notice about the monometals is they're long. And that's because that gilding metal is lighter than lead. So we can get away with slightly lighter bullets for caliber than we have to with traditional cup and core or bonded bullets. And the other great thing about them is they do offer up a really, really good ballistic coefficient. Now, one of the limitations with the monometals is to get maximum expansion. They do need to hit with a fair bit of velocity, but that can be true of any premium bullet. So I kind of like to say their performance envelope is right around 2,000 feet all the way up to 3,500 feet. If you keep the impact velocities within that range, you're going to see expansion like this every time. Expect 2 times expansion. And the great thing about them is they don't shed weight very much. Expect 99 to 100% of weight retention. So we get absolutely phenomenal penetration with them. So if your experience with monometals was limited to some of the earlier ones, you really owe it to yourself to try out the new monometal bullet from Hornaday, the GMX. Ours is a personal quest, a quest that has taken us to the 4 corners of the earth. It is a quest for adventure, for knowledge, for challenge, for the opportunity to discover our primordial self, the hunter. Join us on our outdoor quest. We don't hunt for the camera. We let the camera come along on our hunts. And sometimes it doesn't want to be here.
Hunting is our life. It takes a lot of commitment to be successful. We don't always get to work on just the sunny days.
There's no place for girly girls on our adventures.
Real people, real hunting, real emotion. Outdoor Quest TV.
So one of the things that's really important when you travel is checking the zero on your rifle. Definitely airlines aren't the most careful when they're handling baggage, so you want to make sure you check it. Now, the great thing about the Rapid Z system we're using is no matter where we go, we can just go on the computer and check it. So we're at 600 feet elevation here, and so it's quite different than where I sighted in at home. So what I need to do is go on the computer, put in that 600 feet, and we just did that. And what I found is I need to be an inch high at 100 yards for a 200-yard zero, and then we're going to use a maximum magnification of 13.47, so basically 13.5. So it's a little different than I use at home, but that's the great thing about this system. No matter where you go, no matter what load you're using, you can do that. Well, it looks pretty good. I think I'm about exactly 1 inch high. Let's go take a look. So that looks perfect right there. I'm 1 inch high at 100 yards, so that gives me the 200-yard zero I'm looking for. It's it's a great thing about having really good mounts on a scope. and a really good scope. I mean, those things take a beating. You know, we were 20 hours of flying, you know, a couple different airplanes, and it never moved an inch.
Well, it's the first day. We're headed out for red stag, so what we're gonna do is try and go in here and listen for them roaring, and then we'll get on the stalk of one. Let's see how today goes. It's been pretty awesome so far. Well, that was a little bit of a disappointing morning, but that's the way hunting goes. Got on a stag, but we made a play on him, and unfortunately he was just in a spot that I really couldn't get in a good, safe position to shoot. So next thing you knew, he stood behind a tree for quite some time, and I just had no shot.
Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Argo, world's leader in amphibious vehicles. Corlane Sporting Goods, home of the Rocky Mountain Rifle. Zeiss Sport Optics, we make it visible. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Puma, knife maker to the world since 1769. Trapper Gourd, leading trapping into the future. Silver Willow Taxidermy, capturing the memories. Safari Club International Canada, first for hunters. Deluxe Wall Tents, built in Canada for Canadian conditions. Defense Aerosols, pepper spray for when your life depends on it. Alberta Outdoorsman, Alberta's only hunting, fishing, and trapping magazine. And Argyle Motorsports, your premier Argo dealer.
Well, looks like we changed gears now. We've gone from red stag, and now we're going to start hunting water buffalo, so it should be pretty exciting. There's quite a group out there, so we'll see what Berrio says for us. Well, we got them all set up. Good thing we had a lot of help, so that was just great. And boy, what a morning we had. We started out for red stag, and it's the roar right now, just at the very end of the roar. And so we started out first thing this morning, got on some great stags. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out, as does happen on camera. So as we're coming out, though, we come over this hill and there's like a whole herd of water buffaloes. So I'm actually hunting with my 7-rim mag, so we really hoped it would do the job, and it did. I was shooting a 139 grade GMX. So we're at Cazapampa in Argentina right now, and can you tell us a little bit about your operation? What kind of animals can you take here?
Well, I think the motive of people coming here is red stag.
Red stag?
Yes, but also I can hunt water buffalo, blackbuck, axis deer, fallow deer, different kind of rams.
Right. Now, last night, your dad, Luis,
Yeah,
cooked a very special dinner for my birthday.
Yeah.
And what was that called again?
it's called asado al piolín.
And we also had homemade pizza, which was just awesome as well. But I guess now it's next turn is TJ's turn. He was supposed to shoot the water buffalo. He let me shoot. Well, good thing we got a tractor and we got a few bodies, so
Yeah.
I guess the
Looks
work
like.
begins.
This is Corlane's Gun Tech Tip of the Week.
Hi, I'm Rod from Corlane Sporting Goods in Dawson Creek, and today we're going to talk a little bit about barrel lengths. Big calibers or big cartridges with lots of powder to burn off, you do need a longer barrel to burn that powder and get your velocities that you're probably looking for. Now, how to measure a barrel, there's a bit of misconception about where to start the measurement from. So what you want to do is measure from your bolt face, not from your receiver face and not from your start of your rifling, which is somewhere in here. In this case, this is about 24 inches. This is about 27¼ inches. But the proper method to measure this barrel is this way. We have a closed bolt, no firing pin. I'm going to poke a cleaning rod down there. I'm going to make a mark with a Sharpie. And so now we're measuring from your bolt face, which is here. And that's a 28-inch barrel. So if you have any questions about barrel lengths, give us a call at Corlane Sporting Goods in Dawson Creek.
This tip has been brought to you by Corlane Sporting Goods, home of the Rocky Mountain Rifle.
So we're with one of the hunters here in camp, Andy, and you obviously have some challenges with hunting, but you figured a way to overcome it, it looks like.
Yeah, with this equipment, I can still get up and enjoy it.
So basically we have an electric trigger here that you control with your mouth, and we have a camera here that looks right through the scope.
Right.
That's pretty neat. So you have to have someone to hold the rifle for you, and they get it on the target, and then when you're ready and they're ready, you actually activate the trigger.
And we can both see the side picture in the monitor.
Right.
So I can decide if and when
Yep.
to squeeze the trigger.
Well, that's a unique system. And you took a red stag earlier this week.
Yes, I did.
Good for you. And you're still looking for another one.
We are. Today is the day.
So should we try and dry fire this once and see how it works? Okay. So I have to put this on my shoulder. And we find the target. And then I tell you when I'm steady. Okay, I am steady. It's very fast to react.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is a 308, okay. So we'll put the live round in. And safety is on. And anytime you are ready. Wonder how we
I
did.
think we got
We got him. Well, Andy, I want to thank you very much for sharing this with us. It's very inspirational to see you still out hunting.
It's my passion.
I can tell. I'm so glad you can still enjoy it. And thank you for sharing this. That's I'd never seen anything like this. The wind's kind of picked up here this afternoon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go look for some blackbucks, which puts the rifle in my hand and the camera in Vanessa's hand, and probably look for some blackbucks maybe till about 5 or 5:30, and then hopefully the wind calms down and we can go look for some red stags again. It's nice when the wind calms down, we can really hear those red stags roaring, and that's the easiest way to find them. The cover's just so thick in there, just blindly walking around there just wouldn't be effective. But I don't think we'll be doing much long-range shooting in this wind today, but if we can get within a couple 100 yards, I'm pretty confident I can put one of those little guys down. Through these sand dunes out here and looking for blackbuck, but I don't know if the winds maybe got them holed up a little bit. We saw 2 females so far, but that's it. Lots and lots of glassing. I mean, there's lots of sign of them out here, but I don't know where they are. Neat country though. These are really big ones. It's a monster blackbuck, that one.
I don't even.
Oh, that was a bit of a fire drill. These things are so spooky, it's unbelievable. So we spooked them down there, and we didn't figure they'd run too far, so we did a kind of a big circle around, and Mario crept up here and looked over, and he said they're right there. So I had to get Vanessa up with the camera and shooting through the grass, and I knew we didn't have long, so I said, "Have you got him? Have you got him?" She was like, "Yep." And I shot him, and I hit him good. There was blood coming everywhere out of him, but looked like a good one. Good job. Well, there he is. He didn't go too far. What? Ah, nice. Beautiful. Ah, thank you. Gracias. There we are. Blackbuck. So small and delicate, but So challenging. Come on in, take a closer look. So there was the number one thing on my list when I came here. Argentina is the only place left in the world where you can hunt free-range blackbuck. They're originally from India, but there's not too many of them left there, and they were brought over here in the early 1900s, and they've done very, very well. They run a lot here. It's kind of a lot like hunting pronghorns back home, except fences don't slow these guys down at all. It was unreal. It's all just cattle range around here, but these cattle fences are tall. They're, 4 feet, 4.5 feet, and these guys just go over it like nothing. But they're a beautiful animal. They're tiny though. Gracias. There you go. Yes. Gracias. Beautiful. Cazapampa is located on a 60,000-acre working cattle ranch located in La Pampa region of Argentina. It is accessible by a short flight from Buenos Aires and offers a comfortable oasis in this arid region. Best known for its incredible free-range red stag hunting, blackbuck, water buffalo, and several species of deer, sheep, and goats may also be hunted on the ranch. Cazapampa offers private guest quarters and a main lodge with a magnificent trophy room. Argentina is noted for its delicious wine and cuisine, and Cazapampa does not disappoint. For more information, check them out online at cazapampa.com. Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Argo, world's leader in amphibious vehicles. Corlane Sporting Goods, home of the Rocky Mountain Rifle. Zeiss Sport Optics, we make it visible. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Puma, knife maker to the world since 1769. Trapper Gourd, leading trapping into the future. Silver Willow Taxidermy, capturing the memories. Safari Club International Canada, first for hunters. Deluxe Wall Tents, built in Canada for Canadian conditions. Defense Aerosols, pepper spray for when your life depends on it. Alberta Outdoorsman, Alberta's only hunting, fishing, and trapping magazine. And Argyle Motorsports, your premier Argo dealer. Check us out online at OutdoorQuestTV.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.